seconds.
Guest of luck.
Check submarine, please.
6.
Yeah, sub's working.
Go to black.
4. 3.
They're not dolls!
Leslie Wonderful!
Oh, I wonder whom I do I who? What's in my wonder ball? Who knows what surprises a wonder ball can hide? Yummy nasty chocolate with candy shapes inside. Oh, I wonder what's in my wonder ball?
Toy Story! I got Lion King. Mine's Dalmatian. Lots of candy surprises, plus a sticker. Nestle Wonder Ball. It's candy and chocolate and foil in a box.
What's in your wonder ball?
You and I are very best friends. I'll be there standing by you until your life ends. We'll get a pet bunny and train it together and run away to the mountains where there's always good weather. We'll listen to the sound of birdsong to help us fall asleep. And if anyone makes you sad, I'll get rid of that creep. You and I will always be friends. I'll be holding your hand the day your life ends.
Heyo, this is the Lighthouse Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So here we are in the very beginning of March. And I know so many fans out there who are very excited for LOLA and Lana month. And like usual, I like to start things off with a Lana Loud episode. Sleepstakes, the 19th episode in season 6, and likely above all, the 265th episode. This was an episode I really quite enjoyed. Not the fact because it's Lana Loud, it's the fact that this episode feels so relatable to everybody else about how they feel about sleepovers, and I'm gonna tackle this subject during the review. And this episode review took me 2 days to put together. Not only because I had so much time off from my full-time job, it's the fact that it's a great Lana Loud episode, and I was so dying to get this over with. There was so much I actually enjoyed with this episode. What is it? Well, let's get down into this review. Oh, and by the way, just to let everybody know, I'm actually one of the few people who actually enjoy sleepovers.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was up in the club with my homies, trying to get a little VI, keep it down on the low key. You should know how it feels. I seen Shawty, she was checking up on me. From the game she was spitting in my ear, you would think that she knew me. I decided to chill, conversation heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Watch out, oh. She's saying come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor.
That's a new invention that won't be discovered in about, say, 15 or maybe 50 years. I swear I've actually seen something like this before in a movie called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Gasp, my new cauldron.
By the way, has anyone heard of a Disney movie called The Black Cauldron? If you haven't heard of the movie, don't comment down below.
I'll also give credit to the witches for adding some Mad Madam Mim style fun to some scenes. But they sadly don't appear often, and they did give us one of the most awkward boob scenes in Disney history. While the Horned King is awesome, it's not enough for me to forgive this film for having such forgettably bland characters.
I see my new mail system is working swimmingly.
Oh, I wonder whose shorts are those? That's kind of dirty once you think about it. Especially when this is referring to a sex joke. And I thought SpongeBob did it dirty.
Lana, what are you hiding? Is that another note from Principal Huggins about bathing more frequently?
Don't you have anything to say?
I don't want to think about it.
No, he gave up on that. It's an invitation to a sleepover my friend Kayla's having.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Oh, this is amazing. Lana getting invited to a sleepover by Kayla. Wait a minute. Kayla? What episode did she actually make her debut in? Because, as I seem to recall, Lana doesn't have much human friends. Like, she has animal friends. Don't remember too much of the friends that she had in Cover Girls or Frenzy. I don't know, maybe I might have mislooked at that episode of Frenzy. Maybe she might have been there somewhere. But this is very rare.
I'm really bad at sleepovers.
Oh, honey, you're not bad at them. You've just never made it through one.
You know, myself, I never have trouble having a sleepover or going to a sleepover. But on a related note, on some other people, I could see why some of my crew members don't even enjoy sleepovers. Or at least being over at a sleepover.
I always get so homesick. Sleeping in someone else's house, on their pillows, smelling their smells.
That's precisely the point of everybody, how they feel about sleepovers. Knowing myself, I'm the one who usually hosts a sleepover.
I prefer my own smells. We don't.
Yeah, you're a nasty skunk.
Survey says...
Stink.
Ew.
Stank.
Gross.
Stunk.
You need a bed. And what if I have a nightmare? It's just too much for me.
Oh, right, how could I forget the episode Garage Band when Lana actually has nightmares? You know, I would be heartfelt if Lana actually asked to sleep in Lincoln's bed.
But Lana, don't you want to go to Kayla's? You guys always have so much fun together.
Of course I want to go. My other friends Kristen and Ashley are gonna be there too.
Hey, wait a minute, what the hell?
Christian? Ashley? Seriously, where are these characters even coming from? I don't know, somebody in that studio got some senses knocked into their brain and said, you know, it's time for Lana to actually interact with some real friends, some real human friends, and not just her animal friends. I don't know about you, but somehow this felt like a great opportunity for them to do so. Then again, like I said in my other previous reviews, they're starting to move the Loud House a bit forward.
But I'm hopeless. I won't last 30 minutes.
Maybe we can help you. We all have experience with sleepovers. Maybe we can show you some tricks that will get you over the homesickness.
And maybe I could teach some folks out there about how I handle my sleepovers when I go to one or when I'm hosting one. I have been through so many sleepovers before during elementary, middle, and high school. And even at the present time at this point.
It's easier than pie.
It's a piece of cake.
Okay, we're all set up for practice sleepover number 1. We're gonna start you off slow, barely 10 feet from the house.
And after this, we'll work up to farther distances from home.
You know, that was kind of my idea of fun too. I do actually like to camp in the backyard, even as an adult. I wonder if I could still go back camping at Mackinac Island.
It might come as a surprise to you all, but even though I grew up in a tree, this is the first time I've ever been camping. Usually when I travel, it's to a beautiful 4-star resort. Last year it was Paris, the Palais des Rues Morgues, the haunted palace.
Haunted?
That's nothing.
I see you're getting nervous. I have an idea. Whenever I'm homesick, I take my mind off it by watching TV.
That's another good pointer. Anytime I'm in someone else's house spending the night someplace, I always like to watch TV. Like to watch Mythbusters, King of the Hill, Metal Apocalypse, a couple of Nick at Night shows.
Nick at
And if this person has a video game system, I'll actually play it. Heck, I'll even talk about some of the movies with my friends of what we've seen or what we haven't seen and what we even think about the movie. Check it out, Disney's Strange World. That movie, I'm gonna hate to say it, I hated that movie. It's not Disney's strongest because the characters are so unlikable and much likely forgettable, and even the story itself felt a little predictable, but the animation is good, but it wasn't good enough to save the movie. A movie I really did not enjoy so much, even when I saw the trailer of it. Long story short, last year Disney fucked up big time, with the exception of Turning Red being the only good Disney movie that they did.
We'll bring it out here.
But Lynn's got dibs on the TV and said anyone who changes the channel gets a camel clutch.
Okay, you can change it back. Change it back!
Well, we don't want to mess with that.
What are y'all, chicken? Y'all afraid of the big bad Lynn? How about you out there? I'm not.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Let's just make our own TV.
On this channel, I'll be retelling the story of when I won Little Miss Sugarloaf. There I was, center stage, looking fabulous in a satin gown.
I can clearly see that Lola is taken right after Lou Ann, if anyone remembers Wash Up. Speaking of, I can't wait to do that episode with both of them in it.
It's nice to have friends.
And of course, I do have another female critic on the way.
Welcome.
Hi, excuse me. 2 seconds here.
Now, before anyone jumps the gun here about this episode review, I just want to say there is a bit of a scene that actually got cut out from this episode. And everywhere I have looked and had download, it's not even in here. It happened to do with a scene with Mr. Grouse in it, and it came beyond the point where Lana was not even comfortable because the house doesn't even have the same smell that she's actually familiar with. And Lisa actually gave her a spray that she actually made to let Lana emit the same stink that she actually has on her. And at the very end, everybody got disgusted, even Mr. Grouse. And you can take a look at the script of it in the description below when you're done with this review. Anyways.
Wow, Lana, you're progressing well with your training. You are now 4.3 miles away from home, equidistant from our homestead to Kayla's.
How far?
Keep it together, girl. Just keep it all together. Find your happy place. It's so easy to do.
Think of a wonderful thought, very, very little thought. Think of Christmas in the snow, think of sleigh bells and gold like reindeer in the sky. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
High up you go with a high and tow to the stars beyond the blue.
There's a Neverland waiting for you, where all your happy dreams come true.
Here, Lana, hugging a pillow from home might comfort you. It always works for me.
Ugh. Why does it smell like an old casket?
Oops, that's mine.
And why did that pillow incinerate? Did a lot of people trap their souls inside a pillow? I pray like hell that Lucy never becomes a serial killer.
Here's your pillow.
Now we're talking. It even has some of Hops' slime.
Survey says...
Lucy, I feel better.
Well, Lana, I think you're ready.
So, what's it gonna be?
Kayla, I'm just calling to say that I am definitely coming to your sleepover. Oh, sorry for waking you, Kayla's dad.
Judging by how far we're actually into this episode and how many minutes we actually got left onto it, you can already tell what's going to happen with Lana at this point. Can't be that hard to tell.
Okay, who's ready to get this sleepover started? Definitely. Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
I'm so sorry. Every time when I think of a girl's slumber party or sleepover, it reminds me a bit of this from Ralph Breaks the Internet.
So this is love. All hail Princess Penelope, the queen of comfy.
And it's probably the best scene I've actually seen in the movie. And by the way, I actually like the looks of these friends of Lana's. And I hope we get them back in the future.
Who wants to watch TV?
Oh, sorry. Our TV is busted right now. Long story short, my dog was watching the Nature Channel and they interviewed a squirrel.
My master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel! My master is good at...
You're pathetic.
I just need to get something out of my bag real quick. Oh no, where's my spray?
Right, nobody panic.
But that's a greyhound. Do you know what greyhounds do to rabbits?
I think it's a pretty safe bet he's never met a rabbit like me.
Cookies are ready!
Cookies! Oh my gosh, did you have to bring the word cookies into this episode? Because it reminds me so much of the episode Tough Cookies, and when I mentioned crumble cookies. I swear, if you haven't bought a cookie from Crumble, you are really missing out on how these cookies taste. Because you can eat these cookies either way, especially you can eat them hot, if you want them.
Have a nice date!
Oh! God damn, Jimmy.
She's hot as shit!
Wait, that's terrible. I quit.
I'm not sure if I can actually call that a cursed image on Lincoln's face, or at least on all their faces, but I'm gonna hold on to this until I can find a better cursed image from this episode. And judging by the looks of them, what the fuck could these kids be thinking? Like what most kids would be thinking when their parents are out of the house.
Pillow fight!
It's Lana! Guys, help! I'm homesick and my spray's gone and the TV's busted!
Oh, look, I just had a chemical peel, so you'll have to find someone else's face.
Shut your dumb ass up. What about the pillow? Hops' slime isn't helping anymore. Maybe I need the real thing.
This is snail slime. This one's dog slobber. This one's spider stew. And this one...
Yes, thank you, Henry. I think I get the idea.
Can someone please bring Hops, Izzy, El Diablo, Duncan, and Bitey here?
Definitely Dibs not.
Screw you! I did not ask for your fucking opinion, little girl.
Nailed it! Frank?
Dibs not. Fine, I'll go.
Woohoo! Lenny loses this one for the first time. Does anybody remember Driver's Dread? Which I still think was actually a good episode. Especially when Lenny actually finally gets her driver's license.
Whoa.
What the fuck was that? And I just think I found my cursed image. Sounds like a new minor orgasm, as if a rooster was dry humping her. I guess that's the one reason why they call him a cock. Imagine a burglar comes out to the house and he hears that. He must run in terror. Yeah, what's that rooster doing in the house?
Thanks, Lenny.
No problem. I'm okay.
Oh, by the way, watch out for gopher holes.
Thanks a lot.
Should've known there'd be gophers around. At least they're not termites.
Well, I'm an awfully big termite.
Who's that guy?
We are so crazy tonight!
Hey, guys, what's up?
Just coloring. Wanna join? Wait, why are you in your sleeping bag already? Yeah, and why is it moving around like that?
You know, seeing something like this kind of reminds me of a Simpsons episode where Homer actually turns into a blob and he accidentally ate the cat at one point as he was trying to eat Bart Simpson. And there was a song that goes like,
I like big guts and I cannot lie. Double chins with the chafing thighs. When a dude walks in with the hanging jowls, my stomach starts to growl. I'm getting hungry, so I masticate, chomping on the overweight.
Oh, I just got the leg jumps. I'm in here so I don't accidentally kick anyone in the face. Bad El Diablo. Spit Bitey out.
So tell us, Lana, is there something really going on in your pocket, or are you just pretending to be a boy?
Can you please just try to take this seriously?
Fine, I'll try. Just don't get your taco in a twist, baby.
Was that you trying to be sexist or racist?
Whatever pisses you off more.
I'll be right back.
Does anyone think Lana is acting weird?
Sweetie, look in the mirror and say hypocrite. Kids that young gotta be familiar with that expression by now.
Never understood that expression.
Who wants to smear makeup on my face?
Oh, you're already so beautiful, Grenda. What would be the point?
Beautiful! Beautiful!
Well, say la vie, Lana. I guess you can't win them all.
Ow! Ooh! 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 Evidently!
Jesus Christ, can you be a little bit nicer about it?
But this being said, Lana actually calls her loud siblings.
Guys, my pets aren't helping. I'm still homesick. Well, what else can we bring you, little sis? What about one of Dad's lasagnas?
What the fuck is lasagna actually going to do to help Lana stay away from being homesick? But there is a problem with this.
We have no lasagna and Father is still out gallivanting with Mother.
But we don't want to bother them on their date.
Where do you think they went out tonight at? Better yet, where do you think Timmy's parents go every day? But when all else bullshit fails, they decide to go over to the one person who has a bad addiction for lasagna. Can you say Grumpy Garfield?
I don't think taking Krause's frozen lasagna is a good idea.
I do.
Lower your voice.
Stop complaining so... Whoa. Hey. Yuck. Oh, what is this sticky stuff?
He still has like 15 from the last time we broke his window.
What was he afraid of? You?
He can spare one.
Burglars!
Mr. Krause, it's just us.
I know who it is.
Let's get the out of here, man!
Dang louds!
He's so easy to invade. Even Batman can do way better than that. And did he really have to hit Jim Gordon that hard? So Lingen and Lynn actually bring the frozen lasagna to Lana, but all else fails, like the first attempt of being homesick.
Now, come on. We need to get in our PJs.
Guys, maybe I just need to see Mom for a minute, and then I'll feel better. Can you just go get her, please?
I'm sorry, Lana, but Mom would be happy to come. Lana, come on!
Shut up!
Don't worry, I've got an idea. And Mom's bone structure.
Do I even need to say what's on their mind right now, especially when we've already established of what some of them have been mostly capable of, especially when it came to crash course?
I will always think of you. Oh, Ma, I miss your apple pie. Ma, I miss your stew.
Hi, sweetie. It's Mommy.
You gotta be kidding me.
You're doing great.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for coming. I love how you did your hair tonight.
Wow, Mom, you look really great. Your skin looks so young and glowy.
Isn't that wrong? But that's cute.
Hey, Lana, are you that dumb not to tell that's Lincoln and not your real mom? Does your mom have teeth like that? And is she always wearing eyeshadow and lipstick? Not to mention to have a sexy, erotic body structure. Even I can pretend to be read aloud if my skin was white as Michael Jackson.
Go for a hole! What are you guys doing? Where's Mom?
Survey says...
In fact, hell, this could be his drug PSA.
This is crack.
He's not entirely wrong.
She's on a date with Dad. We thought we could make you feel better ourselves. Sorry, Lana.
I will give them credit, at least they were trying. Because they just so much care for Lana. And they're trying to help her over her anxiety, just like how the way Luann helped Lucy out. And Lori with Lola. I think Lynn should have been the one to help Lana out on this because she's got a bunch of friends who are girls. Maddie, Paula, and Margot. And I think we could have got something out of her on this one to help Lana get through it. Then again, probably not.
It's okay. I guess it was nice of you to try and help me, but I'm ready to go home.
I just want to go home. Don't just be staring at the screens. Have I gone insane? Don't just get... Am I seeing things?
How many of y'all think that this is actually going to be a good movie? I have mixed feelings about this one.
If Donald Duck were a demented he would look exactly like this duck guy. Neither of them wear pants. I was so close! I was gonna... No!
Okay, so how much do you like boys?
So much!
Boys make me think about kissing.
Candy! Oh my gosh!
Oh, I think the issue was I was a little pitchy. Maybe a little. But
Sometimes your song can't start until you go someplace.
I don't know, Ginger. Repressing your feelings can't be a good thing. You're too young to harbor hatred. I don't hate Buzz. I just find him really super annoying.
Holy shit.
Well, see, if he'd had a crew, they would have told him to use the B word instead. And if I had one, I'd use that warhead to blackmail Gotham into naming a highway after me.
Huh.
Didn't you ever lose anything sentimental you had for a long time? My mother, but then she found her way back.
Doesn't exactly have a good reputation. Yeah, because she's presenting the wrong image of witches. She casts completely nonsensical spells. Those are not magic, they're illusions. She's a fake, a fraud, a flamboyant act. Her costume is in such bad taste. Lesser incantations are lame.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Lana, is everything okay? We saved you a spot.
I'm sorry, guys, but I can't stay. I'm homesick, and I want to go home.
Stan.
And so do I, but I'll tackle more on this subject.
Climbing through stars to your own cloud nine.
That's my siblings. They're here to take me home. Huh? You're not my siblings.
Nope, that's for us. Here you go.
You guys ordered pizza?
You want a pizza, Raymond?
Pizza.
Pizza, little Raymond.
Pizza. Pepperoni pizza?
Yes, friends, the new Turbo Ginsu. Woohoo!
But I thought you were going to bed.
Oh, no. We just told Kayla's mom and dad that. I mean, every sleepover, we stay up all night, snacking, playing games.
This is how we do it.
Hey, that's like my kind of idea of fun. Every Friday and Saturday, I could just stay up past 10 o'clock.
Making friendship bracelets, talking, watching movies.
Yes! Yes!
And I would most likely be up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. At one point, when my brother and I were 8 and 7 years old, when we were living in Georgia, one point we stood up until 6 in the morning and we slept during the daytime. We were up watching cartoons, playing Ninja Turtles, and we could not even stop watching the Rugrats movie or the Wizard's duel scene from The Sword and the Stone. My brother and I, we have so much creative thoughts in our own imaginated minds. I would go more into this subject, but I'll save the rest for a Q&A video.
What? I didn't know that.
Well, that's because you never stuck around long enough.
I guess you haven't heard of me clear up here at the North Pole.
Yeah, the best part of a sleepover is not sleeping.
If you took the time so much to get to know it, maybe you'll actually grow to like it. And I know that's hard saying much for so many people who actually don't enjoy sleepovers or that actually like to have a sleepover wherever they feel comfortable at, but much sleepovers can be so much fun, even as you're an adult. Well, for the most part, I like to watch anime shows in the middle of the night. Then again, space goes coast to coast.
Holy hydrogen, Kayla. Your family has a real gopher hole problem. I just climbed out of a 5-footer.
Climbed? Yeah, no, I had to deadlift her.
Survey says...
God damn!
Shit, Lisa, maybe you actually would spend more time exercising and less playing around your fucking Cambados exploding the damn house all the time.
Lana, are you ready to go home?
Actually, I want to stay now.
This is part of growing up. A little rebellion, a little adventure, that's good. Healthy even.
That's great! But what if you get homesick again?
I won't have time to. I'll be too busy having fun with my friends all night. I don't even have to worry about nightmares because we won't be sleeping.
You know, when you put it that way, you kind of get that Nightmare on Elm Street vibe once you think about it.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, he's at your door.
Lana, that's wonderful. But before we go, here's some more spray as a backup. Here, catch.
Can't see nothing through the smoke.
Garbage juices.
Survey says...
Like a rather blustery day, too.
And that was Sleepstakes.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Now I have to admit, I really love this episode. It's just good beyond average, as some people say it is, because there's so much you can actually relate with this episode, especially on the character Lana herself. And for being a person who had a bunch of sleepovers in the past and never was ever once homesick, there's a lot of things I can actually see how people would be in Lana's shoes. How Lana has the anxiety of being homesick about being in a stranger's house, and how everything is so different from what she is clearly used to around her own environment, or in my case of how the way she lives. And I also know for a fact that there are so many people out there who don't actually like doing sleepovers because they get homesick so easily or have an anxiety attack about being in a stranger's house. But let me ease your conscience a little bit. If you have a friend who you already know so much about, then there's no reason for you to back out and just hang around with your friend to have a sleepover with him or her, even if it is your first time being at a sleepover. I mean, normally, fortunately for me, I've been over a few times having a sleepover at someone else's house, but mostly I've been the one hosting sleepovers at my place, even when it was my birthday back in my school years. So the episode is good, it's very relatable, it wasn't too funny, but surprisingly I did get a few chuckles out of this episode. And more likely, it was good to actually see the episode return to its roots of the slice of life episode that everybody knew and loved back then. So really, if you actually like sleepovers or if you have an anxiety with sleepovers, then this is a perfect example episode that you can actually watch that I would recommend to you, especially if you like Lana loud. But the rarest thing I ever thought about this episode was Lana's friends. Like someone in the past episodes, we've never got to know who Lana's friends were because normally she'd be friends with Diablo, Hops, Bitey. So really, she mostly had animal interactions, and yet she does meet up with Bobby Fletcher in a couple of episodes. Then again, we never knew who her friends were in either Cover Girls or Frenzy. Until now. Once again, it's actually good to see a breath of fresh air of Lana taking a break from her animal friends and actually interacting with some real human friends who we never even knew about before. Again, the Loud House is really trying to push some of these characters' development forward and not trying to stall us like The Simpsons or Family Guy. And I actually love what they're doing with Season 6. And I would recommend this episode to be on my top 7 favorite Loud House episodes of Season 6. This has been the Loud House Critic. Are you excited for more Lola and Lana episodes?
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove, it's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
You officially have enough for the bike, Hops!
It will be mine. Oh, yes, it will be mine!
Just begun.